now. Enagic is a Japanese company since 1974. This wonderful company has been up and running, producing wonderful technology called Kangen machine. Kangen actually is a technology that come to existence as a research done by a group of Japanese doctors over spring water. Spring water is a water from the rock, water that starts from the top of the rock that hit the down of the rock, and the electrolysis, that forces that hit the down change the molecular structure of the water. And that is why the water have a healing property, which sparked the interest of Japanese doctor that actually made them to go into a serious research over spring water in 50s. And they collect water in about 5 different locations, and they go into the research to check what is in the spring water, why the water heals the body. And they discovered that there is a healing property that is in spring water in the 5 different locations, and why it is same is not present in the regular water. And they also continue in how can they replicate this same spring water in the technology, since God gave man brain to be able to be a co-creator, okay? And they discovered there is another rock called titanium rock. This titanium rock, using it to make a plate and water pass through it with electric shock on it, which is called ionization. There will be total separations of positive electron water, negative electron water, meaning your tap water that go into Kangen machine, it will separate into 2 parts, bad water and good water. The bad one is positive water, while the good one is negative. Okay, so the same property that is present in the spring water is actually present in the water that come up from this titanium rock. So that was the birth of the technology in 1974. Because they are a group of Japanese doctors, they call it Kangen. So Kangen is a Japanese language. It means return to origin. So every time you are getting water from Kangen technology, you are simply telling your body that return to origin, because you are getting the original source of water that God has placed us for us to drink. So let's continue and see, go through this training. Like I said, my name is Adeyemi Fakomiti. I'm not CCA to B, I'm a CCA distributor. Sorry for that. We're going to do a change on this. So there is no how we can talk about water if you don't look at the present water that we have in our environment. A lot of companies produce plastic water storage. This storage is the main problem of the water that we have in our society. From the production stage to consumer stage, it takes a lot of time, a lot of months before we can open it. When the water is being produced fresh, the fresh one, which is 7 pH, we take it to NAFDAC for approval. After approving, then they will cork the water into this plastic. So there is a chemical used in making the plastic, which is called bisphenol. This chemical actually is used to preserve the plastic. So it's a very dangerous and highly hazardous. It leads to the water because of the long duration of storage of the water. So the people that also help these products to sell, most of them keep it in front of the office to attract buyers or customers or you and I. When the sun rises and heat these plastics, it makes a chemical of bisphenol to leach and destroy the freshness of the water. So what you are drinking at that time, you are opening this plastic to pure water, is not the same thing that the factory actually produced you are drinking. So a lot happens to the water. Why is water so important? Because human body is made up of 70% of water. So that's why you need to drink the right water that can heat yourself. So let's continue. Here is a channel distribution of Kangen machine. When it was made in 1974, it was a bigger version of it, which is made and distributed directly to hospital in Japan until 1994. 20 whole years were producing the bigger size of the machine, and it was used in hospital. So 1994, 1994, which is 20 years after the bigger size, they produced level look NZ501, which is a small version of it for home use. And since then, they start distributing it around the world until 2003, when distribution left Japan and entered New York. From New York, they were able to spread to so many countries of the world today. But the glory of God, we got information 2022, and the company see the sales we are pulling, and they give us a branch in Africa, which is Nigeria. So you can see in the map of Nigeria, Africa is only Nigeria that have Enagic office, which is present in Adeni Jos. So presently, Enagic run business in 25 countries and 42 branches around the world. So welcome to the world of Enagic, Kangen technology, which is Kangen water. So this is a different locations where this water is fresh, and this group of people take it to the lab, and they discovered what is present in spring water. So they discovered that all the 5 locations, including Mecca, Saudi Arabia, where they call it Samsam water, discovered that the healing property that is present in the spring water is called active hydrogen, which is not present in the regular water that we consume. And active hydrogen is present in your water you consume on daily basis. It's going to have 3 major properties, which is antioxidant, anti-aging, and negative ORP. ORP means oxidation reduction potential. So in spring water and Kangen water is positive. I mean negative. Why? That is why it's having minus ORP. Oxidation reduction potential, meaning oxidation is not present in spring water and also in Kangen water. But regular water is positive oxidation, meaning oxidation is present. So this is the 3 properties that we're going to check in Kangen. So this is a machine, level look SZ501, that was made in 1974. It produced 5 different types of water, range from Kangen water, which you can change the pH from minimum 8.5 to 9.0 to 9.5. All these pH is regular consumptions on daily basis from 8 months old to 9 months up to adulthood. This is a regular water you can consume on daily basis that can actually change your pH in your body system. Okay, thank you for that. So the video is playing on the ground. So let me just a minute. Let me quickly go back and check where the video is playing. Okay, sorry for that. Right. Okay. So let me do the sharing. Okay. I believe you can see it. Thank you for the notification. Thanks for the notification. So the 3 properties that is present in this spring in Kangen water, which is 1, negative ORP, antioxidant, and anti-aging. Now, the negative ORP, which is called antioxidation, means that the Kangen water is not oxidation present. We know that because the oxidation is not present, so it's okay now. All right. Thank you for that. I think it's better now. Now, because oxidation is not present, that is why it is called antioxidation. So automatic Kangen water becomes antioxidant because oxidation is not present. So if you consume water that is rich in antioxidant, definitely your body systems, your physical outlook will reduce in aging process, because oxidation is something that is actually present in the air that physical eyes cannot see it. When you run a generator in an environment to generate electricity, you are actually destroying the environment. You pollute your environment by doing that. When a car is running fluids, okay, which MOT is supposed to stop them, but because they are not active, so we also destroy environment. When you cut trees in your environment, you destroy the environment. So pollutions happen in so many, in our environment, which makes the oxygen to be very, very high. And it will reflect in people that live in such environment aging. And when you open a fresh apple, it will be fresh. After about 10-15 minutes, it become brown. So in things which is nails or apple, it will reflect rottenness. So in human beings, it will reflect sicknesses and aging. That is oxidation. Another thing is tomato. A tomato fresh, a woman will cook a nice soup from it. Once tomato become rotten, that is oxidation. Such soup will lose definitely its taste. Okay, so in apple, tomato, you know oxidation. But when it comes to water, water is actually transparent. You cannot know oxidation in water except you use ORP meter. Living tissue plus oxidation is equal to sickness. That is, if the water you consume on daily basis is actually oxidation present, which is positive charge, then you are simply taking a sickness for a longer consumption. So the only thing that can help you to check water is by using ORP meter, which we order from US, and it's only people that do swimming pool that use ORP meter. In swimming pool, they pour all manner of chemicals to increase the oxidation in swimming pool, and they use the meter to read it. A reading will come up in numbers without a minus. That is a silent plus. So the higher it is in oxidation in swimming pool, the better for the swimmer in order to protect the skin of other swimmers into the water. So they need at least minimum 1,500 to 2,000 in oxidation in swimming pool. But the water you drink, the negative should come up in reading, which will make the water to become antioxidant. That is why the fruit, if you blended fruit and use a meter on it, is also become negative, because fruit is antioxidant. Once the fruit is fresh and the fruit is not chemically producing fruit, then the tea or the vitamin C, which is orange, they are all antioxidant. Olive oil is about 200, but a glass cup of Kangen water give you negative 400 and above. When you are collecting the water directly from the machine, that is why every home needs to have the machine in order to have the healing property of antioxidant rich, fresh from the machine. Okay. Now, the canned drinks, the tap water, the reverse osmosis, and PET water, which is the plastic water, they are all positive oxidation. That means aging is highly oxidized. So meaning the water you take into your body is oxidized. So let's see a video can give us a brighter knowledge about what I'm teaching. Here we have tap water. So we have a reverse osmosis, water that is used reverse osmosis to bring out the mineral because it's too high. Mineral water, which is chemically induced, that is Gucci and Avina. Then soft drinks, which is Coke, Fanta, Malt, and juice. Drinks that contain sugar, chemically made sugar drinks. Here is Kangen water, which is from Kangen machine, freshly collected. Okay? So, here is the ORV meter. If you have the Kangen water, then please tell me. ORV meter, once a negative is shown, it means oxidation is not present, but without negative is plus. The silence plus. So you can see the tap water is really plus 400 and above. Reverse osmosis water is really 450 and above. Mineral water, which is Avina and Gucci, they are 430 thereabouts. But check sugar drinks, it spark up to 500 and above. But check Kangen water, meaning the negative come up immediately the meter gets into the water. It shows that this is the only water that is fresh. This is the only water that is having oxygen. This is the only water that is rich. This is the only water that can get to your cell, that can stop any form of cancerous cells in your body system. This is the only water that is alive. Every other water is practically dead. Okay? So that is why you need to change your water to Kangen water, because it is free from rottenness. It is free from oxidation. And that negative actually makes the water to faster absorbs into our cell. It helps the body to absorb the water within a short time. It gets into your cells and rejuvenate the cell, which is the best water that can actually work, flush out sugar and help your cholesterol profile, which is fantastic. So here is the ratio range of Kangen water versus fruit. That is the antioxidant present in banana. You need to eat about 94 sticks of banana to get the equivalent in a glass cup of Kangen water when you are collecting it fresh from the machine. Okay? But in carrot, there are about 38 carrots. But the one that is easy to consume is actually a glass cup of Kangen water, which you can go about 3 or 4. But to consume 38 carrot or 94 sticks of banana is actually practically impossible. Now, the second property we're going to check is called anti-aging, which is alkaline. Alkaline is one of the popular property among the 3 properties that we're checking in Kangen water. So everybody knows more about alkalinity, but not everybody have the actual knowledge about what alkaline should look like. But I want to tell you there are so many ways you can make water to become alkaline. One of the ways is by induction. Inducing means you add chemical into the water by lime into regular water, or baking soda into regular water, it becomes alkaline, or by adding chemicals in dosing the water, okay, it becomes alkaline, or getting a alkaline bottle. A lot of network marketing companies sell alkaline bottle. pour a regular water into the bottle, after 10-15 minutes become alkaline. That is called induction. You add something into the water to step up the pH. Now, the problem with the alkaline pH is that of induction is that you only step up the pH, the water H2O is still very, very intact. You are not removing anything, rather you add something into the regular water. So when you consume it, the molecule structure is intact. So you feel the bloatiness in your tummy when you drink it. So for your body to get access to the alkaline, it is your liver and your kidney that will break the water to smaller units before your cell can reduce it, can get access to the water. That's why a lot of doctors say such alkaline is not good for a longer consumption. As a matter of fact, you can consume water that is induced, that is pH of 8. For minimum pH from Kangen machine is 8.5. Why? Because it is ionization. Because in Kangen water, your regular tap water, either well, either common supply, either borehole, go into Kangen machine, and there will be a total separation from the outer part. Bad water from the original water and a good one. So that separation happen, make the water pH to become alkaline. So you can actually change the pH setting from the machine. So this is pH scale. To check pH water, you need potential hydrogen liquid and also the pH scale. It could be digit or colored. So digit start from 0 and end in 14. 7 is the neutral. Anything below 7, light green, yellow, orange, red is acid water, and acid spark acidity sickness in human body, which will lead to stress and negative emotion. But anything above blue, dark blue, purples, which is 9.5 thereabout, is alkaline, which is healthy water. So I have another video that will also give us more knowledge about water, which is natural alkaline. Remember, I talked about induction water, which it could be in plastics or what thereabout. Now, this is pH tester. A little drop of this liquid in any of the water, the pH will change, the color will begin to come up. So you can tell you based on what you have seen earlier. So you can see the tap is green, the reverse osmosis is active, mineral, Fuji, and other, they are alkaline, but it's an induction. But soft drink is very pure acid. The only water that is natural alkaline there is
if you can't hear me,
a little drink, a little drop of Kangen water. When you change your water to Kangen, something begins to happen in your tissue. Begin to move your body tissue to alkaline, because that is what you are born as alkaline body tissue. But because you kind of consumption of food and water, the body becomes acid that actually driving a lot of disease in your body. So when you change your Kangen, the water to Kangen water, your body begins to become what? Alkaline, and disease begins to reduce. The sugar begins to normalize. You can see dropping 9.5 into that sugar, yet the water is not changing because the concentration of acid there is very, very high. A cup of drops into a healthy body would destroy the whole alkaline body system. So a little drop of sugar, chemically made sugar into your body systems, would destroy your healthy tissue that you have built over the time. So we need to do a step up by drinking water that is rich in alkaline, which the best one is Kangen water. Now, this is what you are seeing in Kangen water that is present that you can't actually see in other water. All right, so Kangen water is the only water that is fresh, that is better in alkaline, which is natural. Now, this is a research done by a doctor. His name is called Dr. Otto Erik Warburg. He is a German doctor. He did the research in 1923 and got his physiology Nobel Prize in 1931. And he proved in his work that the metabolism tumor, it is demonstrated that all forms of cancer are characterized by two basic conditions, which is acidosis and hypoxia. Hypoxia meaning is lack of oxygen. Lack of oxygen in the human body will spark up acidity in the body system. This is a problem of people that have cancerous cells in their body system, because when there's no oxygen in the body system, then acidity will take place. And when acidity takes place, cancerous cells can spread and multiply and kill the body's owner. So deprive itself with 35% of oxygen within 48 hours, those cells can become cancerous cells. So we need to change our water to Kangen water so that we can have a healthy body. The top property, which is called microcluster, is small water with lead to easy absorption to the body cell. Now, human body is made up of 70% of water, meaning your body needs more of water even than the food that you eat most of the time when you are hungry. According to Dr. Romishinya, he said, most times when you are hungry, what your body is crying for is actually water, not food most of the time. Because most time you consume food, it's not being digested in your body system because your body is not being, your body is lack of hydration, all right? So now, to testify to this 70%, you can see the ratios of water in every organs in the body. You can see the lungs about 90%, blood is 82%. So if 82% of blood composition is water, the remaining percent, which 18% are made up of the 100% is platelet and red blood cell. So if water is actually minus, meaning if your body is dehydration, that means the blood won't be able to flow. And with that happen, then you have high BP or thereabout. So meaning water is very, very important in our body system. Even look at the bone. Bone is about 22% of water. Brain is 70% of water. So meaning our body needs more of water than the food. Now, the other two reasons why you need to consume water that is micro size is supply nutrient into the body. Nutrient that we get from food, from fruit. If the water you drink after this supply food is not micro size, then there will be difficulty of the nutrient getting to the cell. Secondly, detox, channel waste out of the body. Where do you get also waste? From the same food and fruit that you consume. The larger portion of the food is actually waste, which stocks up in the colon. So if the water you drink is not micro, there will be difficulty of defecations in your body system. If you are not also consuming food that is rich in fiber, then there will be difficulty of evacuations of the waste. And this will pile up in the colon and kill the owners of the body for a longer time. So when you talk about hydration, when you talk about micro size, now better hydrations happen when the water is micro. Okay, if the water is micro, then there will be easily penetration that will hydrate the whole body cell to be able to get up these 70% of water. Then easily elimination of toxic will happen, and you can be able to have defecation and easy evacuation of pee in your body system. Now, the regular water is H2O in clutter. That is the regular water molecules. The molecules are about 15 to 20 in molecule. It's close together in form of ball, and it's larger. It very limits to absorption in the human body. This is regular water. When you consume a regular water, your body tummy is bloated, and it takes a longer time for the penetration to happen. So the same water that is high in molecules goes into Kangen machine, and there will be separations. That separation makes the molecule to become smaller, and it makes it to become micro. It will break down the molecule from 15 to 20 to 5 to 6, become smaller, and easy absorption will happen. That will help the faster elimination of toxic out of the body system. So I also have another video that can also help out on this. So sit back as you watch this. So check if Kangen is actually micro. We use a tea. A tea is a typical one. You know, to make a tea, we boil the water. At boiling state of regular water, it becomes micro. So that's why you can bruise the water. So Kangen water is not being boiled. Watch the faster bruise of the tea is micro. You can see Kangen was able to bruise the tea because it is the ionization water. So there is a separation happening. It becomes permanently micro. That is why it can easily penetrate to bring out the tea. So also we're doing nutrient supply to the body. That is, you consume the food. After the food, the water you drink will determine whether the nutrient will get into your body. So the same tea is shared into 2 cups. Different type of water. Check whether the tea will multiply. But in regular water, the whole nutrient is destroyed. Why can't get water still multiplying the cell of the tea? That is what happens. The water you drink after that would be your right content for you will determine whether your body will get access to the nutrient. Now, this microcluster is the secret of Kangen water. That is why you see the first property which is antioxidant and the second property which is alkaline can get into your cell faster because the water is micro size. Easily, you have 2 benefits which can get into your cell. So what I'm teaching tonight It's not something that have not been tested or proven or endorsed by professionals. I want to specially introduce to you Dr. Romishinya is one of the doctors that approve and not just approve, but also write a book to keep the knowledge to the next generation. Dr. Romishinya is a co-inventor of colonoscopy. Colonoscopy is a procedure where they put camera to your back end to gain access to your internal system and perform successful operation without your body having any cut. So he wrote a book called Enzyme Factor. The next is Dave Carpenter, which wrote a book called Change Your Water, Change Your Life. The last one is Bob G. Wright, director of American Anti-Cancer Institute. This guy wrote a book called Killing Cancer, Not People, because he knew that this body that is a director on, when anyone have a cancer, they do recommend them for chemo. You know that chemo is a big business in the world. Okay? Now, but this man discovered that a secret in Kangen water, which help because Kangen is rich in antioxidant. Anybody that have issue with cancer, it need a powerful antioxidant in order to be able to fight the cancerous cells out of the body system. To weaken cancerous cells is only high. That's why they need a lot of rich in vitamin C and all that. People that have cancer in their body. But Kangen water have the reach of it, and water is actually easy to drink even than orange and all that. So he actually discovered that. That's why he wrote that book called Killing Cancer Not People. That he says that I will not recommend chemo, rather I will recommend them to have access to Kangen. So let's see the books and see what it says about Kangen water and why it's beneficial. Let's start from Killing Cancer Not People by Robert G. Wright. So on chapter 6 of the book says step 3 of the cancer diet, restructures ionizer water will save your life. On page 158, he said, I believe that ionizer water is mandatory. You can see that mandatory baseline requirement for those with cancer. On page 168, he said, he's talking about himself, looking for electrolyzer unit today. He's telling you that other ionizer company out there, but he said he's looking for anyone that himself he will choose SZ501 made by Enagic company. He now gave it a name. He said it's a Rolls Royce of water ionizer, Kangen water, that they are in business for over 30 years. And at the time he put the book in order, that was about 20 years ago. So this year, Enagic celebrates 50 years running business in the world. Now, on page 170, said, I have no financial interest in energy company, nor do I receive any remuneration for my recommendation. That is not being paid by putting all this together in his books. He's doing it to help humanity. The next book we want to talk about is Dr. Romishinya. He's a co-inventor of colonoscopy and a professor of surgery in Isi College of Medicine, New York, chief endoscopy. On enzyme factor, he said, Kangen water on page 159 is alkaline-rich water, the pH rate between 8 or 9, and considered the very best of drinking water because of the incomparable power of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. This three property we talk about is still referring to it. So, but unfortunately, Dr. Romishinya died about 6 years ago, but his legacy lives on these books, okay? But he died at the age of 96 years old. You can, he's a Japanese and American citizen. You can Google about him to know more about this man. In the world of medicine, they give him a high respect. So let's see some testimony of Dr. Romishinya. This all with inflammations before the system is filled with all manner of positivity because of the high activities in the body system. 3 months of drinking Kangen water, the whole system is cleaned up. This all with breast cancer and chronic constipation. 3 months of drinking Kangen water, the system is actually clear because of high detox effect of Kangen water. This is someone that is having cancer but running through chemo. Remember, chemo is a targeted therapy. It kills both the good cells and the bad cells and leave the body lifeless. That's why the whole system is burnt off. But 3 months of having access to Kangen water, the whole cells, they receive strength and they are back, and the whole body is back to originally. So this is the first testimony that we got in Kangen in Nigeria. This woman, her name is Siti Mbizike, Nwosiruke, something like that. He's from Abia, and he lives in Lagos. He was born in Ibadan. And in 2020, they discovered cancer in our body systems, there's a particular name they call the name of the cancer. It's spread all over our body system. And he was placed in Bangkok University Hospital, teaching hospital in 2021 to go for 6 doses of chemo. But at May 2022, the O has actually consumed everything. But a friend gave her a call in month of August that there's a miracle water in Maryland, which he hit to the call. And I remember that day when she comes around and the 2 guys weigh her in, and Simon said I should give her a high alkaline rich from Kangen machine, which is 11.5. And 10 minutes after, we started feeding her with 9.5. So and Simon gave her instruction that she needs to be coming every day to get the 9.5 fresh, because anybody that have cancerous cell, they need the 9.5 that is rich in every day, at least minimum of 3 to 4 liters ratio drink on daily basis. But a glass cup of 11.5 first thing in the morning and last thing at night, we should follow the description, the protocol of the water. And the photograph we are seeing here is 5 weeks. The OL is back. 9 months after, you can see how life has back to her. Her testimony was that she never believed that 2022 she could escape that year. She was believing that it's going to be the year that they're going to bury her enemy. Thank God today. Here is, if you go to Google and ask Google about the drinker of Kangen water, it will amaze you, to surprise you to see all these people that are drinker of Kangen water. I was amazed to note that one of my clients that have friends that works in Aso Rock told me that they have about 15 Kangen machines spread in so many places in Aso Rock. And I was so surprised to note that, because she was trying to market the product there, that it says in over 6 years that the machine is in Aso Rock. You can see these people, they have access to this great water, but they don't share it. You can see all manner of people that is taking the water around the world. You can ask your Google about this. Now, this is the machine we talked about. So it produces 9.5, 8.5, 9.0, and 9.5. That is a regular drink on daily basis that can actually heal your body system. So the next button is clean water, which is 7.0 for medication and also for babies. Kangen water cannot be given to a baby, or using Kangen water to take a medication is not allowed. We're not asking you to stop your doctor drugs. Please take your doctor drugs, but don't use Kangen water to take drugs, but use in regular water. If you have Kangen machine in your home, click the gray button to get neutral water, because Kangen water have a high absorption rate. If you use it on drugs, it will take the drugs more into yourself. It might lead to overdose. That's why we don't ask you to use it with Kangen water. But neutral water or regular water is the best. Give space of 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after the drugs, you can resume your Kangen water. So the effect of the drug, the side effect of the drug, Kangen water will flush it out of your body system. So the best water for babies is neutral water, because babies are born alkaline, so they don't need alkaline rich water. So give them neutral water. So the next water is beauty water, which is a waste of Kangen water. As we are collecting Kangen water from this hole, the back, there's another water dropping now, which is a positive electron water, is the bad water that cannot be drink, but is the best water for your skin. The pH is about 5.5, which is the best water for your skin. So we also have another product for the people that have the money. You don't need to be getting water from your kitchen and taking
an Anespa shower machine and experience what true health and hydration looks like on your body, skin, and hair. We cannot wait for you to experience your first Anespa shower.
You can pass.
Our skin is like a sponge. It absorbs everything. So I use the Anespa because it helps to eliminate chlorine, and it also adds other minerals. It's like having a Japanese hot spring in your own home.
It's a bit different, but it's made from the same great Japanese company. And while I'm showering, I really feel like I'm in a hot spring. My skin feels refreshed. I feel rejuvenated. My hair feels great. There's no smell in the water. And I step out there just feeling like a whole new person.
In order to keep your skin intact. So this is the result of using beauty water or Anespa water. It moisturizes your skin and, nourish it and take away wrinkles and all manner of dryness. Everything will be over. Then you have a smooth skins like a baby. you can see if you can keep your skin from the day you were born up to this age. Life will be so beautiful and a wonderful smiles from your face. So I want to say to everyone in the home, everyone on call tonight, change your water, change your life. Now, number 4 water is called 11.5, which is the last button from Kangen machine. When you click it, 11.5 will come out from the front. The waist of 11.5 is 2.5, but 11.5 is not recommended for regular drinks. But if you have health challenges, rescue of anyone with a critical health condition, you can actually take 11.5 for a little while and also drink 9.5. Please, if you have Kangen water there, let's have a share. I want to have a sip of my water. So 11.5 is water that you can use to facilitate healing process. On emergency cases, people with cancer will need a glass cup in the morning and last at night and drink regular 9.5 on daily basis, which is fresh from the machine on daily basis, in order to keep the cancerous cells at bay, keeping them not to be active for the next 2 months. For the next 2 months, you need to be drinking 9.5 fresh from the machine on daily basis. Okay? If your house is far away from where the machine is, you can lodge in an hotel. Because if you look at what you're going to spend on Kangen water for those that have cancer, it can't be as much as when you go for even a single dose of chemo of today is about 450 to 500,000. Okay, so if you cannot afford to buy the Kangen machine, but you can actually get access to regular supply of 9.5 to you on daily basis. On daily basis for the next 2 months. After that, you can now begin to, step down. You don't need to be taking it on daily basis. Okay, but for those that have cancerous cells, they need to take it on daily basis. Or all manner of disease in the body, they need to take it on daily basis. Now, another thing you can use 11.5 for is to get rid of pesticide, herbicide from fruit, from beans, from rice, from fruit, from apple, all manner of food, from turkey, from chicken and all that. So farmers, every food we consume at home is coming from the farmer table. Farmer use pesticide, not just pesticide, but oil-based chemical, because farmer knows that oil and water don't mix. That's why they use oil-based chemical. So that after spraying the chemical to the farm, when the rain falls, the water will not be, the chemical will not be washed out by the water. That's why they use oil-based chemical. But after harvesting the crops, they bring the fruits into the market and go there and buy, bring it home. Some mother that knows about it use vinegars or salt. But this is not helping to penetrate to get rid of it. But when you have Kangen machine, just soak your beans and your rice. The world is so wicked. There's also land that uses snipers to preserve beans. That's why you don't see weevils in beans anymore. But let's just do this video. 11.5 from Kangen machine can help you to solve all these problems. This is sesame oil. Here we have regular tap water and also 11.5 from Kangen machine. Now, oil and water don't mix. What will happen? Regular water, oil will stay afloat, water goes down. That is the law of the physics. Now, watch the 11.5 from the table of Kangen machine. Because of the microcosmic capability, the water is very light, so it can penetrate and mix the oil and break it into its color unit. The oil and water will mix it up. It mixes in this like emulsify. It's called emulsification. So the same process can be used on farm produce, your beans, your rice, your turkey, your chicken. You can soak them and get access to all the chemicals you see in it. Now, let's soak it. Tap water can only remove dust and sound, but the chemicals sprayed by the farmer is still there. Okay? But watch the 11.5. Less than 2 minutes, the results are wow. All these chemicals also contribute to the state of our health. The more we stay away from the natural habitat that God has placed us, the faster we go to decay, because our body is going too acidic. All these chemicals that they use in chicken and all that kill and reduce our immune system, and that makes us to fall sick and all manner of diseases. You can see 11.5 was able to bring down the pesticide and the herbicide. That thing we are saying is not tea. It's a chemical that has been sprayed by the farmer. So that is why we are telling you, Kangen machine is not just for a business, but it is a whole medical device that every homes in Nigeria need to have it. This is using 11.5 on strawberry. You can see the result on the right, while the regular water on the left. So if it is not safe to breathe, how can it safe to eat? The guy is spraying a very dangerous chemicals into the farm. If this is water, does it need to protect and put all manner of marks as if it's going to the moon? But this is highly dangerous, so he needs to protect himself. So you need to be on the low side. We are just finished the number 4. Number 5, which is the last water, is called strong acid water. 2.5 is a sanitary water. This is one of the water reason why they use Kangen machine in the hospital in Japan, and they use 2.5 to sterilize surgical equipment. 2.5 can kill germs 99.9% of germs, meaning it's the best hand sanitizer, better than any alcoholic hand sanitizer. Just a press of button on the machine. 11.5 come on the upper side. The down of the machine, 2.5 come out, and it smells like apple. You can use to clean your computer, to clean your glass, to mop the floor. It is also very good on the skin. It can disinfect and kill all manner of germs. You can use it for so many things. For people that have skin disease, you barb your hair, you can spray 2.5. Let's watch 2.5 on human skin. This is someone that have eczema. You can see 2.5 in 2 weeks, drinking 9.5 and also spray 2.5 to take care of the external body. This is psoriasis before and after, before and after. This is someone that has been carrying psoriasis for good 15 years. It works in General Hospital in Kota Kinabalu. But you can see the body, the way it looks. 60 days of spray 2.5 and drinking 9.5. 9.5 take care of the internal body, while 2.5 take care of the external body. This lady is a Suzanne from Singapore. You can see psoriasis death with her and even reduce her self-esteem to 0. But in 2 months of spray 2.5, you can see life in her face. With what I've discussed with you tonight, a lot of awardees were actually given to this technology, to Kangen technology, and also to the factory. But we usually like to discuss about 3 certificates. First, Ministry of Health in Japan certified Kangen machine with this certification as a medical device. So it is indeed a medical device. ISO standard, International Standard Organization, give 13,485. The same certification given to all medical equipment in hospital in around the world. So 13,485. Check any hospital equipment you have the same. That also confirmed that Ministry of Health in Japan, they did the right thing. In 2003, when the machine be distributed in US, Water Quality Association of United States of America certified Kangen machine with a gold seal. Every machine you see the gold seal and testify that this is a premium product and is the best medical device for home. So this is the machine. Level Loop SA501 is a medical device. It produced 5 different types of water. This is a factory in Japan since 1974. This factory is GMP and ISO certified. And do you see the value in this technology? If you see value, kindly go to the chat box and type 777, or share your experience with the water by typing into the chat box. Let's know if you actually see value in this presentation. Put up a chat box of 777. And also, this is the best you can actually give to your family. If you are ready, okay, I'll show you the bank account details and the price of the machine. Today, price of SA501, a medical device, which comes with flashy model of 7 solid titanium platinum plates. It has 7 rock inside. So it's 4,837,500. It has 7 plates and it speaks 1 language, and it has 5-year warranty. Minimum warranty, durability is 25 years. And we also have another smaller one, which is called Junior JR4, is 4,085,000. This one have 4 plates and it speaks and doesn't speak, but it writes whatever it needed. It will write it in front of the machine, just that it doesn't communicate, doesn't speak. All right, but it might be deaf, but it's not dumb. because it writes whatever he needed. If he need cleaning, he will write it. Once you check the screen, whatever I said, follow the instruction. If you request for changing filter, follow the instruction. If you said there is a heat protection, meaning there is a heat in that environment that you kept the machine. So you need to create a ventilation environment or fan or AC or thereabout for the machine to have easy production of your water. So this is it. So we also have another one machine called titanium IZ501, which is, it also has 7 plates, but the price of titanium cover is 5,160,000. This one speaks 5 languages, and the cover is sliver, which is a titanium cover. It has 7 plates, but it also speaks 5 different languages. We also have a bigger size, which is called K8. K8 also it has 8 plates. It also speaks 8 languages, but the price is 6,235,000 naira. It speaks 8 languages, 5-year warranty. Also, minimum durability is also 25 years. These 5 model you can pick. This one is an ISPA. This one is only for water to bathe. It doesn't produce Kangen water, but only for install it in the bedroom. An ISPA, 3,870,000 naira. Once you have this, hot water can go through, then ordinary water can also go through. This is purely for your skin. So this is what I present today. You agree with me that Kangen machine is priceless and the best gift you can actually give to your family. Only machine, water grade machine, that is the medical grade water machine, ISO 13485 medical standard. Only machine that can produce 11.5 and 2.5. No other organization in the world that does this. 5 years warranty, minimum durability is 25 years. One of the kind patented e-cleaning systems. The machine does auto services, either writing it or safe cleaning. You don't fetch, allow the water to go through. After you finish, it will welcome you by writing Kangen water 9.5. Then you can now continue to fetch. Now, e-cleaning is a kind of services you do. You can use any of the machine for commercial. If you're using it for commercial, you need to do e-cleaning once in a month. If your flow center is actually supplying a heavy flow water, now this a lot of crowd are coming into your center. You need to do e-cleaning system once in a month. But if you're using it for private, once in 3 or 4 months before you can do e-cleaning. Okay, e-cleaning is very simple. Once you need it, you call on us, they will send you a video, watch it step by step so you can get it done. But if you invite us to come and do e-cleaning in your home, you need to pay us for the services. They will help you and also teach you practically. But with watching video, it's step by steps, anybody can actually do it. Like me, nobody teach me how to do a cleaning system. I only watch the video and I follow the steps and I get it done. So this is the bank account details. So if you are ready, please kindly go to the bank account, copy it, and also make the transfer. Now, when you do the transfer, you can actually send us the receipt of the transfer. Then we need your means of identification, either driver license or international passport, the photo site, and also your email address, your phone number. All this we needed, and the sponsor details. That means the person that introduced you into the business, into the Zoom or whatever. Then we can proceed by processing your machine. Less than 48 hours, you receive your machine, okay, and you get it installed. Installation is just a few amount of money and do some few tests on your water. Then you can get your water installed. Even though I'm not around, I can teach somebody. I've teach a lot of people, even from far and near, even Ghana, even Côte d'Ivoire, even Onisha, even Enugu, and they were able to do the installation. All I needed is a plumber. I'll tell the plumber what and what you need to buy. But we have some mineral filter that we send to wherever they are installing the machine in order to step up the pH of the water to a maximum level of minimum of 6.5 to 7, so that the water can go to the machine and produce the best water for you. So this is the end of the presentation. So if you have any question, please kindly go to the chat box and type it, or you can unmute yourself so that we can have you. So the floor is open for question and answer. Please kindly unmute yourself. If you have Kangen water, then let's do a share. I want to have a sip of my water. Thank you and God bless you. So the floor is open. Please kindly put up your answer, question and answer. If you have experience, you want to share your Kangen experience, please kindly unmute yourself and share. You have some things that you want to know and you are not clear based on what I presented tonight. Please, you can ask, or even have something outside what I've teach about water. Please kindly unmute and ask your question. We'll try to do justice to that. Or if you don't want to do that, you can go to the chat box, drop your questions there or your experience about Kangen water. I will address. The house will be glad to have you. Akure, we have the machine successfully installed in Akure. Last 2 weeks, I was in Akure, and we have a wonderful install, and Akure is being, a lot of testimony already rampage in Akure. The next now, we are going to Uyo. All the Uyo in the house, please go to the chat box, type 7777. By next week's Sunday, I'll be having the next Zoom meeting in Uyo by God's grace. By God mercy, by God's grace. Next week Sunday, I'll be in Uyo. I'll be in Uyo on Friday to install a machine in Uyo. So Uyo, if you are in Uyo in this Zoom call tonight, go to the chat box, unmute yourself and let's hear your voice, because we are going to have the first Kangen machine being installed in Uyo this weekend by special grace. So next week Sunday Zoom, I will be in Uyo City to do the presentation. So please unmute yourself. If you have any question or any contribution to what you have had tonight, please kindly unmute yourself and put it forward. Thank you and God bless you.